Hi YouTube, it's Joshua Miles and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be slightly different from my regular Sunday video. If you follow me on social media, then you'll already know that I have some pretty intense personal issues that I'm currently trying to deal with. And as a result of dealing directly with those issues, I don't feel that I can dedicate enough time to a case to do the victims justice. But I didn't want to leave you with no content. So I invited a few of my favorite smaller true crime YouTubers to hop on over to my channel and to cover a case for you. I should be back up and running in about a week or two, so don't you worry about me. Thank you everyone so much for your really kind and heartwarming messages of support and love recently. It has truly kept me going. Also, there's now 1.5 thousand of you watching my channel now, which is so crazy. I am so happy that these cases are getting out there and these stories are being heard. I really hope you enjoy the true crime YouTuber that I'm featuring today. Her channel name is Daughter of Remus. You can find links to her channel in the description below, so be sure to head on over there and binge watch all of her videos after you're finished with this one. I'm now going to give my usual disclaimer for my true crime videos. I just like to point out this video is not being made to cause disrespect or anything like that. It is just being made to spread awareness about this case by compiling information from various different public sources on the internet. Now, with all that being said, let's delve right into this case.
A 16-year-old girl bludgeoned to death. Her killer's identity still a mystery after over 40 years. On today's video, I will be discussing the unsolved murder of Deborah Rosencrans. Deborah Lynn Rosencrans was born on the 9th of March 1961. She lived with her mother in northern Chicago until the 1st of September 1977, when her mother, Patricia Nash, decided to move to Florida to live with her new husband. After her mother moved away, Deborah decided to stay with some friends until she was able to join her mother in Florida, who was settling in to her new home. At the time, Deborah was actually living quite a lonely life. Her mother worked extremely long days, and as a result, Deborah barely saw her. Also, her parents were divorced, which meant that Deborah didn't see her father very often. Because of this, Deborah, or Debbie as she was known, got into some scrapes with the law. Charges ranged from running away to robbery to disorderly conduct. According to various different sources, Debbie actually didn't attend school. However, it is unknown why this is. She obviously had quite a rebellious streak, so perhaps this was the reason why she wasn't attending school. However, it could have been down to the fact that she actually suffered from crippling nervousness and had been hospitalized on previous occasions because of this. Debbie spent most of her days at home, keeping herself to herself, listening to music and watching TV. In 1977, Deborah Rosencrans was 16 years old and approximately 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing around 100 pounds. She had hazel eyes and shoulder-length red hair. According to various witnesses, on the 1st of September, Deborah was seen riding in a car alongside several other people. This was at some time during the evening. A blue Oldsmobile actually pulled up next to the car in question, and according to the passengers, Deborah apparently knew the driver of this vehicle. She subsequently left the car and went to the Oldsmobile, where she spoke to the driver before she was actually pulled in to the Oldsmobile before it drove off with her in it. This was the last time that Deborah was seen alive. For Deborah, who was an aspiring veterinarian as well as an aspiring actress, for her not to come home that night wasn't entirely unusual, as she had done this on numerous previous occasions. Her friends weren't worried at this stage because of this. However, as the days progressed, they became increasingly concerned that they hadn't heard from their friend. It is believed that Deborah was reported missing around about a week or so after she was last seen alive. On the 6th of September 1977, A hitchhiker was walking along West Irving Park Road shortly before 3 a.m. when he noticed a white pickup truck speeding past him. Not long afterwards, the hitchhiker actually heard some sort of moaning coming from the side of the road nearby in Wood Forest Preserve. Upon inspection, the man actually found a badly beaten female wrapped in a blood-stained blanket tied with rope. The woman, who was a teenager, then became unresponsive, and the man tried to resuscitate her, but he was unsuccessful. He pulled up another car who was passing in the vicinity, who then managed to call emergency services and the police. When police arrived, they found Debbie with 2 large square bruises on her head and the back of her neck, suggesting that she had experienced some sort of blunt force traumas. Emergency services quickly rushed Debbie to the nearby Resurrection Hospital. In the days following Debbie's discovery, police received numerous tips from the public, however, none were significant. It should be noted that at the time Debbie was discovered, she didn't actually have an identity. She was simply a Jane Doe. Numerous people visited the Resurrection Hospital to see if this woman was someone that they knew, however, to no avail. When Deborah actually died on the 18th of September 1977, it was very difficult for police to actually find out her true identity. This was due to the fact that when she was found, she had no formal identification on her and her clothes had no labels. Because of this, she was simply known as Jane Doe, and her memorial service, which was held at the hospital, only those who had discovered her, as well as the nurses and doctors who had helped her, attended, and this was around about 200 people. It wasn't until the 3rd of October 1977 when Deborah Rosencrans reclaimed her name. This was after she was positively identified by friends and her grandmother. Her identity was also confirmed by dental records and x-rays. Horrifyingly enough, her mother was actually on her honeymoon when she returned to find out that her daughter, Deborah, had passed away. Police investigated extensively in and around the crime scene for any sort of evidence which could help them find a suspect. In Deborah's case, however, they only met with dead ends. Suspects came and went in this case, including a nameless 27-year-old mental health patient who Deborah actually knew. This man had a criminal history, which is why police were interested in him in relation to Deborah's death. However, it is actually unknown if anyone was formally charged with Deborah Rosencrans' murder. Quite interestingly enough, however, the hitchhiker who actually found Deborah, Jerry Fenn, was actually questioned by police on numerous occasions and actually failed 14 lie detector tests in relation to Deborah's death. It also came to light that Deborah may have possibly had a boyfriend called Mike or Michael at the time, however he has never been traced. Whether he is involved in Deborah's death or not remains to be seen. Deborah Lynn Rosencrans was laid to rest in Concordia Cemetery, Forest Park, Illinois. To this day, her killer or killers have never been caught. If you have any information regarding this case which could be useful to authorities, you can call the Area North Cold Case Unit in Chicago on 312-744-8261. Thank you for giving this case a moment of your time.
Thank you so much for watching this special edition guest episode for my Curious Case series. I hope you enjoy Daughter of Ramus's content just as much as I do, and it'd be amazing if you could all jump over to her channel and give her a world of support and love. If you're new here, I usually upload 2 videos a week, one on Wednesdays, which is usually light-hearted, and then one on Sundays, which is this true crime video. The amazing woman behind the Daughter of Ramus channel is called Kirsty Campbell, and she just put out her first debut book, and that book is called From the Wolf's Den. It is amazing. I'm going to leave a link to the Amazon in the description below so you can go check it out. The book is gripping, it's got twists and turns. It is really, really, really good. I super recommend this book. I'm thinking about doing a guest episode in my Curious Case series maybe every month or so, just to showcase some of the smaller true crime channels that they are out there on this platform. I'll probably end up doing 2 true crime videos in 1 week on the weeks that I do a guest episode, just in case you miss my cute little face. Let me know what you think of this guest episode idea in the description below. If you are a smaller true crime YouTube channel or you're thinking about starting one, feel free to comment down below and get in contact with me on Twitter or Instagram, and I'm sure we can figure something out. And with all that being said, I'll see you in the next video.